I'm digging this new setup. I mean, there's still way too many buttons, but I don't know. It's different. Mixing it up. I think there's a cat around here somewhere. Classic Fourth and Dirty fashion. Welcome to Fourth and Dirties, guys. It is the first and only community-driven fantasy football show. I am your host, JW. But, you know, there's the cat. I told you there's a cat around here. But you can call me Jesse. If you know me, not from the business world. It's episode number 10 of season 6. It is October 7th. We are on Hurricane Milton watch. We'll be battening down the hatches here at the studios. I'll probably go hang out with my mom just so she's all right. She's getting up there. But I hope if you are in the path of the hurricane, you're doing everything you can to prepare. Make sure you and your family are as safe as possible. If you need to evacuate. Board up the hatches, all that good stuff. Obviously, we got to do our classic social media posts and whatnot. You can check out the website fourthanddirty.com. It's going to be your central hub. You can get our episodes, articles, all that fun jazz there. Maybe some cute pictures of the cat and I. Maybe some memes. Get some memes up on that biz. Oh, there's a picture of Derek. It's always good. All our social links and everything are all right there. You can hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Fourth and Dirty. You can email the show at fourthanddirty.com, Jesse at fourthanddirty.com. We're obviously on Twitch, live at 8 p.m. on the Mondays. If you miss us live, that's okay. I'm going to get this bad boy edited up tonight so that it's there for the rest of the week. Maybe if you got power for the hurricane, you can check us out. Waste some time doing that. But we'll be on the YouTubes, or if you want, you can listen to us on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube Music. You can also donate. Might need it. The studio blows up. You never know. But yeah, fourthanddirty.com is going to be your central hub. Please subscribe, like, follow, and rate, especially if you're all on the Twitches. Trying to get to 50 subscribers. Once we get to 50, not only does it help me, but it actually helps you. All right, we can get more episodes. We'll just stay up there for you, so it's not just like 1 week at a time. I can also upload stuff. Something called affiliate status. I think like money will come this way. God, who could even fathom stuff like that? Please, subscribe, like, follow, rate. That it genuinely helps the show out a lot, helps you guys out a lot. It is also episode number 221. For those keeping a long count. I'm wearing business pants still. All right. Hey, let's see who's chat. Oh, I see the difference. Tim Cruz holding this down. Dirty Hands. Sal up in here. Mangoes, first time chat. Welcome, Mangoes. We appreciate the chat. I thought we were changing this to Tuesday. Damn it, Tim. That's for you to know, not for everybody else. We'll get there one of these days once I figure out when the cut should happen, or if it will happen. I don't know. We were mostly spitballing that. By Tim Cruz, Cruzy, keeping my beer nice and cool. Ooh, 4th and Tuesday. That's not bad. Dirty Tuesdays. I don't know. You know what? Whatever. We can talk about it, guys. I'm inevitably going to put out some polls to talk to all y'all about what's going on. There's actually been a long-standing interest since we've been doing the show, not only from the fans but internally on if Tuesday would actually be a better day for the show, besides the very obvious competing with Monday Night Football for people's attention. I just think from a people's day job perspective. My day job too. Mondays are usually the one where we're all getting just, rammed in the butthole, and so maybe Tuesdays would be better. My concern has just always been, getting you that waiver wire circus information in a timely manner so that you can make decisions for, something that happens at 3 a.m. on Wednesdays. I don't know. We'll pull the polls. Maybe we can do a trial run, see how it goes. Just we'll mix a little match. I don't know. Clearly, I am not opposed to mixing things up for the sake of mixing it up. Sometimes just for the better. Like mixing the studio up helped us figure out what the damn audio problems were. Hopefully, audio's still crispy clean, guys. I feel like it's still coming in nice and, over here. But so TBD on that. Assuming we don't switch to Tuesdays, assuming Hurricane Milton doesn't knock out the power for the studios, we will be back on October 14th here live on Twitch at 8 p.m. holding this bad boy down. Of course, it is Monday night, so we get to talk about that Monday Night Patrol. We got New Orleans versus Kansas City tonight. That should actually be a pretty good matchup for a variety of reasons. Maybe the Alvin Kamara owners are looking for quite a big bump. Maybe Chris Olave owners, Xavier Worthy owners. That's me over here. Or maybe you got Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce, and you need, I don't know, 70-something points to win. Sorry, looking at the chat over here. We're already seeing some positive traction for Tuesdays, guys. Tuesdays would be preferable, but we should be torn between this and actually watching football, then yelling at you in chat for updates. Thank you, Pig Tits Christine, for joining us. Yes, that is some of the fun of Monday Night Patrol is things are changing live. Killed It and Shit the Bed are changing live as it's happening. It's always a good time, right? It's always a good time. But we'll see. TBD's on that. TBD's on that. Well, of course, besides the old Monday Night Patrol. Hold on. One of these days I'm going to learn how to press buttons. We got that NFL news. I like to let the drum roll go out there. In terms of NFL news that isn't, the typical injuries or rumors. Again, we got Hurricane Milton bearing down upon us. The Tampa Bay Bucks have elected to evacuate and relocate to New Orleans for Hurricane Milton. Smart move on their behalf. I believe I've heard as high as 15 plus feet of storm surge for the Tampa Fort Myers area, so very smart for them. Obviously, for fantasy football, keep that in mind. Having to move in the middle of a week. Figure out how you're going to game plan, and you could lose some practices, could negatively impact the Bucks. Conversely, I don't think they're going to be sharing facilities with New Orleans, so I don't know, maybe depending on how New Orleans does tonight, we'll see how that goes. But, of course, that means we can get into our injury news.
No! I've fallen, and I can't get up!
Please, no! No! My leg! No! My leg! No! My leg!
One of these days, I need to put all of those buttons into one, so I can just be like, injury, and then it plays all of them in a row, and then I can just interspersely, add other ones in there. Wide receiver Nico Collins now day-to-day with a hamstring injury. I believe that happened right after that long touchdown bomb. You guys can blame me for this one. I literally traded Nico Collins away in my Mike's in here. The difference, Mike, I call our Chronic Keeper League Mini Dynasty. So in the Mini Dynasty League, I traded Nico away. I got Derrick Henry and Stephon Diggs back. I was like, I want to win today, son. And so he immediately got hurt. And that's pretty stereotypical of a situation like that. Is somebody trades somebody away, they immediately get hurt. I need 80 points from Shaheed tonight. I don't know if that one will happen, Timmy, but anything is possible. Again, just day to day for Nico Collins, so not the end of the universe. Just pay attention to that. Running back Aaron Jones left the game with a hip injury. That's not good. I almost traded for him, so that could have blown up in my face, but somebody else did. And that doesn't. There's nothing. Honestly, I don't think there's anything worse when you trade for somebody and they immediately get hurt. That's just brutal. Running back Devin Achane for the Miami Dolphins left the game due to a concussion. So now he's on the protocol. So depending on how that goes throughout the week, I don't believe Miami is going to be very much impacted due to the hurricane. So just keep tabs on all that. QB Aaron Rodgers left the. Oh no, sorry. This is we were talking about this in the Semantics League chat. He just after the game he was like, my ankle.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah, Mike, that was it. Harrison traded Jones away Sunday morning. Brutal. Aaron Rodgers, obviously, he's looking for any and every excuse imaginable than to blame himself for throwing a terrible pass to the inside to let Stephon Gilmore intercept him instead of, I don't know, maybe just throw it, a little higher back corner for Mike Williams, get that back shoulder catch. Just ridiculous. He always has an excuse for why it's not his fault that something went wrong. Tight end David Njoku just came back from his ankle injury. Now we got another one.
My leg!
Left the game with a knee injury, so we're going to have to, get more details as we figure that stuff out, but that's kind of sucky. We did just find out, not just a few moments ago, that wide receiver Rashee Rice for the Kansas City Chiefs. Everyone saw Pat Mahomes basically tackle him right into his leg. We had a lot of back and forth, a lot of rumors. We honestly didn't know. We didn't know MCL, ACL, anything. They were like, oh, we don't know, so maybe it's not that bad. Had a little arthroscopic procedure today. Turns out his LCL is torn. He's out for the season. He's obviously been placed on IR, so adjust accordingly. There's plenty of a rumor of who they may be training for, and then to kind of catch up from last Monday Night Patrol, we mentioned it live. Will Levis kind of got knocked out of the game. He suffered a shoulder injury during that last Monday Night Football. They were on bye this week, so he's probably had enough time to get himself, back up in there. But let's get into our rumors. Near like a rumor slide. Oh, I didn't even think about this. What if we cross collaborate with Derek, and you heard about this one, and then Derek can do the news segment. I don't know. I don't know. I just thought of that. Right. I don't know why I never thought about that till this moment in time. But then it required him to write the rumor section each week. But wide receiver Devontae Adams requests a trade from the Raiders. He's a bit banged up with his hamstring, but now he's like, you know what? I'm done with this garbage team, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. We've heard about just about everywhere he could possibly go. Back to Green Bay, to the Jets, continue to play with Rodgers. I've seen the Chiefs in there, but intra-divisional trade would never, ever happen. I've heard Cleveland as a potential option. There's plenty of teams with the money to do it, so it's just a matter of, the Raiders want at least a second-round pick and some other compensation, or could be money, could be players, something to sort of even the playing field. And I don't blame them. This could be a rebuilding year for them. So, hey, I mean, now's a good time, speaking for fantasy, what we would call a buy low scenario. You know, go out there, try to get Devontae Adams. He's coming back from that injury. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Sal, yeah, you would be pretty upset if you went to the Chiefs. Again, don't freak out. I don't see an intra-divisional trade happening at all. I just don't see it. It would be absolutely insane. Wide receiver Romeo Doubs got suspended for 1 game, basically this last week, because he skipped 2 practices because he's all butthurt about his utilization, his
eventually.
Catch me outside. How about that?
I guess he don't like what's going on. Well, guess what? You're not Jamar Chase, all right? You're not CeeDee Lamb. You can't just be like, I'm not coming to practice and expecting the same sort of outcomes, all right? Well, you know, TBD on whether this expands further or not. And then I thought this was an interesting one, just a little interesting, Speaking of the Raiders, so head coach Antonio Pierce has now been hit with a penalty from the NCAA for his recruiting during his time at Arizona State. And I believe it's called a show cause penalty. I guess there was a lot of, buying players gifts and meals and potentially ill-gotten recruiting practices going on. So now he's got a whatever show cause means in legality terms. I guess just like, can you prove you weren't being an idiot? I don't know. I don't think this will have any ramifications on his NFL career because as we've seen with Jim Harbaugh very recently, nothing. As we saw with Pete Carroll back in the day when he left USC and blew that whole thing to smithereens, didn't affect his NFL career. So, but it just, again, back to the Jim Harbaugh thing, it's a lack of accountability. And you're supposed to be the head coach. You're supposed to be better than this. And here we are with another coach having a controversy. Shocker. Can't go a single week in the NFL without a controversy, guys. All right. I think you all have waited long enough. I think you know what time it is. I think I learned how to use a computer one of these years. Let's get to Killed It and Shit the Bed. And Killed It is only brought to you by just the killer part. Tim Cruise Travel Agency. Do yourself a favor, head over to timcruise.com. Tim does everything, guys. All right, he does cruises, Disney vacations, Universal, Irish pub tours. Honestly, if you can probably think of it, they can probably help you put it together. All right. Tim's been wonderful to the show. He's been wonderful to what I would call our sister podcast, Semantics. Sponsors both. Sponsors the Semantics at Sea Cruises. Will be. It's now October. I think are we like a year in? Like a year in? Like a year from now, we'll be at Semantics C2, Electric Boogaloo, Spooky Edition. We'll be doing some more Caribbean cruising around the Caribbeans. I'm excited for that one. I'm going to harp on the... Sal, I hate you. Congrats on the sponsorship. I've had him for 2 seasons now. Had him first. I like to harp on the... Tim's a travel advisor. He's not just here to like take your money, guys. He's here to give you legitimate advice, help you with where you need to go. I've talked about it. I like to get seasick. I don't like to. I get seasick. All right. I'm a little babe. I can't do it. I usually try to get like an interior cabin if I'm cruising, so I don't like get too much seasick. And then Tim somehow knows the weather patterns of the Caribbean at different times of year. Honestly, we should be talking to him about this hurricane. He probably knows way more than us. Maybe he's like up there with like Tom Terry. If y'all were from the Central Florida area, Tom Terry is our go-to hurricane weather guy. All right, shout out to Tom Terry. But Tim gave me good advice. He's like, you don't need to worry about none of that nonsense. Got me an outside cabin. I've never done an outside cabin before. I'm going to get some of that ocean breeze. I got a hammock. You're living the good life. Living the good life. So go over to timcruise.com for all your travel needs. Oh, Derek Carr throwing interception. Great job, Derek Carr. Well, let's check out our Killed It and Shit the Bed. You know what? I think this was perfect. Let's start with the semantics listener. Obviously, we're going to do league number 1. It's all the cool kids play. Unless something has changed, which we all know it happens. Hold on, can we? I just want to. Yeah. Learning to use a computer live. No. I want to make sure everyone can see it. All right? Just make sure everyone can see it. Right now, Josh holding it down, 131.68 points. Joe Burrow popping off from DJ Moore. What else we got here? That's sensible. Seattle, all right. Mostly just Joe Burrow and DJ Moore doing no work. Tim, unfortunately, you are on our bed-shitting list. We can't keep having this happen, all right? You contractually obligated to support Killed It. Don't be showing up over here, all right?
Bruh.
Don't be showing up on our bed-shitting list. All right? I mean, you had Lamar Jackson, but Breece Hall let you down. You do have Raheed Shaheed. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe. I would doubt you'd get the 80 points you need. Gesicki, Cooper, Boswell. You do have the New Orleans D. So I don't know. Anything is possible nowadays, right? Or is that the positivity everybody needs nowadays? Anything is possible. League. Oh, hey, me, 118.90 points. This was a comeback. All right, I was losing this for a very long time during the week, and I was like, here we go, another one. But Kyler Murray doing some work. I also got Kareem Hunt. Jamar Chase popped off for me. I made a nice, interesting spot start with Josh Downs. I know the Colts helmet is MI. It's actually over there. It's still. Oh, there's a cat. Still within studio, but the kicker defense really putting in the work for me this week. So hopefully, fingers crossed. How does hold on? How does Kenny have a 13% chance of winning this when I? How's that gonna work? that math ain't mathing, guys. But I might take Kenny down, chop down an undefeated, get him out of here. All right. Who else is on our Kill It list? Oh, it looks like Travie, 115.06 points. Let's see who popped off for him. Garrett Wilson. Welcome to the NFL season, Garrett. Mike Evans. Ooh, Tyler Kraft. Nice. What else we got here? Oh, just okay. Sensible amount of points. Tim, if Kareem Hunt gets negative points, okay. I mean, you have to lose a lot of negative points for me to somehow lose that game. Oh, Jesus Christ. I said it. I said it out in the open now. Try not to say the F-bomb too much, guys. Taking a look at the bed shitters, we got Kate. Idiot Sandwich, 75.26 points. Darnold. Jerome 4, Deontay, everybody, all the names, DK, Trey, oof, and Scoof, as Adam would say. Looks like Pick Tits Christine is gonna get the W, drag herself up to 2 and 3, drag Kate down to 2 and 3. All right, and then our final bed shitter for league number 1, Carl, 77.72 points. Who really let him down? ETN. Carl.
Bruh.
Bro, you gotta set your lineup. We all knew Devin Singletary was gonna be out before the game. Wasn't that gonna happen during? Before. I'm gonna have to bring you to my office. All right. I need an office button. Bring you to my office. Trash truck out. Put some more trash in there. I might have to kick you out of my office. He does have Chris Olave, so he's got a chance. Don't call it a comeback. That would be funny to have Chase lose and take the other undefeated out of this league. That'd be nice. Let's go take a lookie at league number 2. Right, I had. Let's see if it's still accurate. I had Derek as our top, killed it. Yep, 154.02 points. I don't think anybody's gonna top that this week, guys. Lamar, Jackson, James, Connor, Chuba Hubbard, Nico Collins, George Kittle, Jamar Chase, and the Minnesota defense. Oh, just disgusting. Just laying pipe on Adam. Adam is actually on our bench hitting list at 68.76 points. He does have Alvin Kamara and Chris Olave. He might be able to dig himself out of the hole, guys. He might be able to, dig a little bit. Just dig a little bit. At least maybe, just not make the official shit the bed list. I guess that is another thing from, if we somehow move to Tuesdays, the killed it and shit the bed list would be official on the show. Right now it's unofficial. We don't find out till tomorrow who officially gets it. Well, not tomorrow. I guess tonight. But but conversely, it'd be less exciting because things wouldn't be changing. So mix and match, right? Coming in number 2 on our killed it for league number 2, we got Stevie, 124.42 points. Jaden Daniels, Ramondre Stevenson making a comeback. Garrett Wilson. Good stuff. Oh, there it is. The kicker and defense doing the Lord's work there. It's always, there's nothing better than when your kicker and defense go 10-plus points a pop. Just really, I don't want to say pouring it on your opponent, but really just sort of cements home. Yeah, like, oh, no, I won. And then our other killed it for league number 1. I just want to double check. Because things be changing on me all the time. Nope, it's still Heather. Sapphire 83, 119.84 points. We got Trey Sermon. That's a good spot start. Heather, good spot start. Wandale Robbins. Oh, Mike Evans. Tyler Kraft. And we still got Xavier Worthy in the Chicago defense. Oof. Might be clawing yourself up to 2 and 3 and bringing old Sassy Glassy down to 3 and 2. I like it. I like to see it. As for our bed shitters, besides Adam, we also have Atom, 78.40 points. The Guild of Adams. That's right. We have our own guild around here. Our bed shitting list. Who really let him down? Who we got here? George Pickens, Jordan Addison. Okay, now he does have Juwan Johnson, Raheed Shaheed, and Harrison Butker. So maybe just enough to maybe just get off the shit the bed list. But we'll see. It's 47 to 53%. Against Jay. Jay is actually our other bed shitter. Ooh, so we got a race to the bottom. Nice. Back to trash check. Race to the bottom. Who's really gonna mess this up? 80.88 points. Also has Travis Kelce and the Chiefs playing tonight. But who really let him down? Yep, Jordan Mason. Doomsday Harris. Yeah, we're talking about him. Prescott did all right. All right. Well, I gotta keep on moving on. Let's go into the Filthy Casual League. See how everyone's doing over there. That's right there. I got some trades pending because I am doing terrible. But killing it right now. We got Glenn 161.88 points. Dak Prescott, Regal Daldo. Oh, Tyrone Tracy, nice. Nice spot start, Glenn. Chase, Drake London, Kittle, and the Chicago defense. All right, that's pretty darn good. I think you've Evan had himself a pretty good. Evan's actually number 2 on the Killed It list, guys. So there's nothing more brutal than being up there on Killed It, and then just someone has a better week than you. Oh, that is brutal. I mean, Evan had Joe Burrow, Chuba Hubbard, McLaurin. All right, yeah. I think the defense kicker is probably what really sort of dragged them to the bottom there this week, guys. I mean, for context on the Filthy Casual League, this is a very QB heavy league, so they get points for like first downs and long throws and stuff like that. So 47. I mean, just doing the huge lifting. His back must have been hurting this week. And then our final killed it for the Filthy Casualties. We got Voodoo Man, 139.32 points. Lamar Jackson, doing another just extensive lifting, 141.42 points. James Conner, Mike Evans, and he's got Kelsey playing tonight. Ramondre Stevenson, Tucker, and the Chiefs defense. Oh man, just shellacking Jody. I like it. I like it. It's good to see. Good to see. Unlike these bed shitting players, which include, I think this week, and something's not changed. Just gotta double check. Do a quick little scroll around here. Nope. All right. John, 73.74 points. He does have Derek Carr with negative 1.06 right now. It's also the QBs are also heavily penalized for fucking up. Oh, there it is. There's the F-bomb. He does have Alvin Kamara, so he might be able to dig himself out. But Gibson, Tank Dell, Dontavian Wicks. I mean, the defense and kicker, that's pretty good. You know, pulling some work. T. Higgins. He's got an 8% chance against Andrew, our newbie. Another. We got another race to the bottom, guys. I don't want to criticize him too much because, oh boy, this is not a good league for me, guys. 88.86 points this year, and I don't, you know how I like to be honest. I'm 0-4, about to be 0-5. This is not good. This is truly not good. I do have Kareem Hunt, who clearly has already scored a touchdown, so happy about that. But Sam Darnold really let me down this week. I do have Shaheed. Jesus Christ, Shaheed, get it together. I got a chance. I desperately need this W. Please, God. Please, where's do I have a...
No, God!
I've
No,
fallen,
God, please,
and I
no,
can't get up.
No! No!
I'm going to show you guys my bench because it's not good. Look at this. Anthony Richardson, out. Joe Mixon, out. Dobbins, bye. Jonathan Taylor, out. And Stinky Keenan Allen. God. Still got a chance. 41 is better than I thought I was going to be at this point. And then finally, for our bed shitters for week number 5, we got the combo team of Theron and Mike. Mike, if you're still in here, I don't know who's holding who back at this point, but y'all need to talk. All right. Evan Achane got knocked out. Debo letting you down. You have Xavier Worthy. All right, and just an okay defense, special teams. I mean, you guys got a 32% chance. That's like a non-zero chance. There something can happen. Does your opponent Joe Plo got anybody playing? Harrison Butker. Okay, so you and I we're both praying for some Xavier Worthy tonight. Please, fantasy gods, help us out. Maybe you guys can keep yourself at 3-2. That's respectable. All right, that's respectable. And finally, for our killed it and shit the beds for the leagues, let's get into our Stripe League, the OGs. Always holding down the fort here. I just wanted to do a quick scroll just to make sure. Nope, still looks like Theron's holding the top spot this week, 134.56 points. And Mike, we were just talking about this. There's nothing worse than having a high-scoring week and then your opponent just happens to have a higher scoring week. Mike, you're also on our kill list, 131.48 points. Y'all had put some great QB play. Burrow versus Geno. I mean, that's basically the same. But then you had Josh Jacobs and Garrett Wilson. Theron had Higgins, London, Pitts. I think that might have been the difference. Well, I don't know. These kicker defenses is basically almost a wash. Man, that is brutal. And it's like officially over too. Well, I mean, it's not officially over. I'm not going to I don't know. It's one of those, like, as commissioner, I can't, like, I don't know. inspire you to, or explicitly tell you to do something, but there is an option for you if you so choose. just throw it out there for you. You have options. I mean, there is the other one besides the reach around. Just saying. You've got, for context, in this league, we have the ability to basically buy a win. You can, do some finagling, do some mixing and matching over here. Oh, what do we got here? Possible ban evader. Best viewers on, where's that? Nobody knows. Hold on. I think I can. See, the nice thing about having the studio in front of me is I can just annihilate people from orbit. How do you do the thing? Hold on. Ban. Yeah. Get him. Get out of here. How do I thought it just got rid of the chat. How come the other one was deleted? Delete this one, you stupid thing. Anywho. I guess that's a good sign, right? That the channel is growing large enough that I have to deal with nonsense like this now. Not explicitly a bad thing, right? Let's spin this positively. Not like a hurricane. And then finally, for our Killed It list, for the Filthy Casual, the Stripe League, we got Andy, 127.96 points. He does have Alvin Kamara playing tonight, but we got Jamar Chase, George Kittle, DeAndre Swift, Tucker, and the Minnesota defense. Delicious. Of course, for Andy, it helped a lot that his opponent, Evan, is on the shit the bed list with 58.24 points. Now, he does have Pat Mahomes, who Travis Kelce, like we talked about, he needs quite the Monday Night Miracle on Monday Night Patrol. We'll figure that part out. But not looking good. He had Breece Hall, Antonio Gibson, everybody, Metcalf, Cooper, Moody. I guess New England held up their part of the deal, but oof, Evan, oof and scoof. Also on our bed shitting list for the Filthy Casual, CJ, 77.36 points. My guy could go to 0-5, so I don't feel terrible. At least someone's doing as bad as me in the league, but Najee Harris. I mean, Aaron Jones got hurt, so that's not really against him. Odunze. He does have Olave. Anybody else playing tonight? And the Chiefs defense. Okay. So he's got a 13% chance against our newcomer, CJ. We got two CJs in this league, which is very confusing. But who really let down? McPherson, Cole Kmet. Yeah, Dunzier. Yep. Just brutal. And then finally, Atom. Did something change here? Doing math. Calculating. Oh, no, it did change. It did change. I think you'd have to say me now. 105.04 points. Adam dug himself out. I mean, it was a decent week, but Steven got the better of me. Really, I guess the one that really let me down. I got Otten, Deontay Johnson. I was signed between him and Zay Flowers, and now I can't. Now I'm like I can't get the wide receivers right, for that flex. Last week I put Zay Flowers in, and Deontay's the one that popped off. Then I was like, all right, swap, put Deontay in. Zay Flowers pops off. Just God, Becky. God, just killing me. But it's all right. I'm gonna follow 3-2. Not the end of the universe. Still very much hanging around in this league. All right, guys. Well, that wraps up Killed It and shit the bed for the leagues, which can only mean it's time to get on to the players. Hopefully, we can blitz through some of these this week. We got some hurricane prep to do, guys. Let's look at our QBs first. Hold on. Let's zoom out. There we go. Kirk Cousins, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Joe Flacco, and Kyler Murray running out our top 5. Wild to see Cousins winning in prime time. He's got Carolina, Seattle, and Tampa coming up. We can see it happen again, guys. It's good to see Joe Burrow up here after just he's slow yesterday. We got Giants, Cleveland, Philadelphia. That's pretty decent. Lamar, yeah, I thought so. He was number 1. Yep. Washington, Tampa, Cleveland. All these guys got good matchups. Flacco filling in for the kiddo for the Colts. I don't know. Still lost. So got Tennessee, Miami, Houston could be tough. So, and then Kyler Murray. Man, he's like roller coaster running, guys. We got Green Bay, that could be tougher. Chargers, and then Miami, that's a pretty good matchup. So hopefully we see better days for Kyler. But looking at our bed shitting QBs, if we do some scrolling down here, Andy Dalton really just shitting it after lighting it up. Yeah. I mean, what do we expect from a backup, guys? Atlanta, that could be tough. Not a good slate. Not a good slate for Dalton. Might be benchable now, guys. Sam Darnold, after starting off so hot, I mean, it had to happen eventually, guys. Jets defense pretty solid. Got a bye week, plenty of time to regroup. Detroit, Rams. He'll have better days. He'll be fine, guys. He'll be fine. We got Aaron Rodgers and Matt Stafford also on our bed shitting list, along with, I guess Deshaun Watson doesn't play football anymore. Just like, nah, I'm good. So, I mean, fuck that guy anyways. Let's look at our running backs for Killed It. Tank Bigsby taking the top spot, much to the chagrin of all the Travis Etienne owners. 13 for 101 and 2. Oof. Ooh, oof, oof. We got Chicago, New England, Green Bay coming up. That's not the easiest slate. I did see a rumor. They were like, oh, it's big, asking the coaches, is Bigsby going to get more touches? And the coach was like, he just had a good week. So don't overthink it too much. We got DeAndre Swift, Rico Dowdle, Ramondre Stevenson, and James Cook rounding out our top 5. Swift finally coming on the scene these last couple weeks. We got Jacksonville, so firing right back up, guys. By Washington could be tough. I want to talk about Dowdle here a little bit more. He's really finally kind of starting to separate himself in this Cowboys offense. The corpse of Ezekiel Elliott can only do so much, guys. But we got Detroit, by San Francisco. Not the best slate, but when you're getting 11, 20 touches, a couple targets through the air, it's hard to ignore. Stevenson got benched rightfully. 4 straight games with a fumble. Finally coming back. Hot. But we got Houston, not good. Jacksonville, it's a great matchup, and Jets could be tough as well. And James Cook is just doing James Cook things, guys. Number 6 RB. I know, great bounce back from last week. So we got the Jets, not the greatest, but then we got Tennessee and Seattle coming up. So he'll be all right. Looking at our wide receivers, Jamar Chase taking the top spot. 10 for 193 and 2. That's good stuff. So wait, that's what we wanted, right? That's what we all wanted. Mike, it's your favorite player. Just trying to pry him off your hands because he's good. He's real good. Giants, Cleveland, Philly coming up. He gonna be feasting. Drake London, Darnell Mooney, DJ Moore, and T. Higgins. That's right. 2 Bengals receivers in our top 5 this week. Love to see it. And then 2 Atlanta Falcons too. It's crazy. Double. That's wild. Drake London a little banged up. Good to see him to get the targets over these last couple weeks and actually convert. He's doing solid. Top 8. Carolina, Seattle, Tampa coming up. So all should be decent matchups for the Falcons. So just keep rolling them out there. Especially if you can get Darnell Mooney at like a nice cheap price. Wide receiver 14, guys. Wide receiver 14. That's crazy. It's crazy talk. T. Higgins, it's good to see him back healthy, slowly, ramping up targets, getting the work in. We got Giants, Cleveland, Philadelphia coming up. It's good stuff. Let's take a look at DJ Moore real quick. Number 15 overall in the season right now. All right. I don't like these target counts compared to some of those other wide receivers we just saw. We got Jacksonville, by Washington coming up. Decent enough. I think a lot of this is going to depend on Can Caleb Williams continue to grow? He had probably his first like good game of the season. So they can keep moving it along. I can see DJ Moore continuing to pop off. But unfortunately, that means we got to talk about our bench shooting wide receivers. I'm going to pick out I think I forgot about our bed shitting running backs, guys. Let's circle back real quick. Breece Hall is on our bed shitting list for running backs this week. Just not looking good. I just want to try to stay positive so I forget about our bed shitters. 9 touches. Not good against Minnesota. He's got Buffalo, Pitt, New England. These are not good matchups for the running back. And he's also contending with Braylon Allen. Kind of like turning into a bit of a, dare I say, a timeshare? Not good, guys. Not good. Jerome Ford for Cleveland. I mean, the whole Cleveland offense is just straight buttsicles, guys. Just not good. And with Nick Chubb getting healthier, I think I kind of glossed over it for the good news because it's like, it's gonna. Nick Chubb has started practicing. He says it felt like a dream. So I don't know. It's only a matter of time, guys. Only a matter of time. Jordan Mason finally crashing back down to earth. And we're talking like 7 points, guys. It's not like insane, but when you filled in for CMC and all of a sudden blowing up your own face, and against Arizona of all teams, like not a good defense. Not a good defense. Seattle, Kansas City, Dallas coming up. I like the Seattle matchup. He'll be fine. KC's been okay. So honestly, so is Dallas, but. The room, a lot of this hinges on how long before CMC comes back, so just keep paying attention to it. I feel like I need to keep pointing out this now obvious split timeshare between Rashad White and Bucky Irving. I mean, 10 touches, 3 targets for -6 yards. Hey. Got New Orleans, Baltimore, Atlanta coming up. Not like the best slate, but then when you've got Bucky Irving down here, with 4 fantasy points, almost similar touches, 9 on the ground, 2 through the air. Just not good. Not good stuff. And then finally, Najee Harris. I think we can all but write him off for just being a bum. Just being a bum. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this trash. He's getting more touches than either Rashad White or Bucky Irving, and he can't do anything with them. Now, we do have Vegas coming up. Should be a decent matchup. We just saw Javonte Williams have a resurgence there. So, I don't know, but then Jets, Giants even can be tough. I mean, I just don't think Pittsburgh has plans for him. I think that's the real problem. And then getting to our bed-shitting wide receivers, which is what reminded me I needed to go back to the running backs. It's not good, guys. We had hyped up Juwan Jennings last week, but now that Brandon Ayuk learned how to play football, that kind of sucks for him. So get him out of here. We're done with him. That's that Toy Story meme. I'm done with you. Just drop him. Just be done with him. Especially because when you have something like, was Debo down here? How far was Debo? Yeah, Debo Samuel, 3 points. Just. Oh my God! Just look at this. Just not involved. And we do have Seattle, Kansas City, and Dallas coming up. I do see better days for Debo, but when you've got Ayuk and Kittle and potentially CMC coming back, there's just so many talented players to spread the ball around that someone is going to have the bad week, and it seems to be right now the wide receivers are getting the short end of the stick. We also have George Pickens on our bed shitting list in that Sunday night game. I also even saw he was just acting like a damn fool, acting like a child. Like, bro, you're still getting targets. You got shut down by Dallas. Boo-hoo. Man up. Like, that's your job, is to fight through that. All right. Now we got Vegas, should be better. Jets could be tough. Giants should be pretty good. They're not the greatest secondary. Cortland Sutton. Oh, my God. God, kill me now. What we thought was going to be a free wide receiver one, free real estate. Nope. Get that crap out of my face. Disgust me. Same with Deontay Johnson. I talked about him on my team. Just whip, swap. Had a bit of a resurgence with Andy Dalton and then just blew it away. Atlanta, Washington, Denver is going to be tough for Carolina. I don't see it getting better. Now, we could talk about DK, but I'd rather talk about the rookie, Marvin Harrison Jr. Great slew of games. Still got the targets. Just wasn't able to convert with them. So, patience, young Grasshopper. We got Green Bay, Chargers, Miami. We got better days for the kid. We got better days coming up. So, don't freak out, guys. And let's wrap up our killed it and shit the bed for the players with the tight end position. Tyler Kraft taking the top spot. It's 2 weeks in a row, guys. I was a little hesitant, with the touchdown last week, but now we know that Jordan Love likes him, likes to pick him out. So if he's available in your leagues, just go out there and get him. Kids converting. We got Arizona, Houston, Jacksonville coming up. Those are actually all great matchups for tight ends. The rookie Brock Bowers, George Kittle, Isaiah Likely, and then this is ridiculous. Charlie Kolar, the third string tight end for the Ravens. Not Mark Andrews. Charlie Kolar. All right. Mark Andrews did actually show up to the game, guys. All right. We got 8 fantasy points out of him, which is a completely usable tight end space. But just utterly just. Oh.
Eventually.
This is just mind-numbing at this point. I don't know what to tell you. I think the obvious answer is Isaiah Likely. Seems to be he's getting the work or getting the touchdowns at the very least. I mean, they're not throwing to tight ends. I mean, when you got Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry just running it down everybody's throats, why would you need to go to these guys? Washington is actually really difficult against the tight end, so be careful. Tampa's probably going to be fine, and Cleveland will be fine too. But I've never seen a timeshare for tight ends before, and yet 2024 guys, we did it. We finally have seen something new. But as for our bed shitters, no Mark Andrews this week, guys. But of course, we've always got somebody we can make fun of down here. Look at it. Scroll to the end. No, I'm just kidding. Zach Ertz, wasn't getting the looks this week on the Washington offense. That's okay. I mean, and I'd say not getting the looks because he got 8 targets. He just didn't convert. That's all right. Scary Terry seems to have finally caught on fire. Got Baltimore, Carolina, Chicago coming up. There'll be better days for the vet. Better days for the vet coming. He's probably a spot start in most cases. We got Mike Gesicki, just kind of letting you down. Just 1 target, 2 targets. And a lot of that's probably due to Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Giants, Cleveland, Philly coming up. Probably will see better days from him. Dalton Kincaid. What happened, my guy? Got 6 targets. Couldn't do anything with them. We got Jets. Tough. Tennessee and Seattle. Both pretty good matchups. Depending on your league, maybe it's time to see if you could trade Dalton Kincaid, get something for him. He might even be droppable in some formats. Maybe not Dynasty. Don't freak out over here, guys. But, you got to do what you got to do. Dalton Schultz. Just buttsicles. I know Sal mentioned that he's terrible. And he used to be good, which is crazy. I just think, when you've got Nico. There it is. I'm not going to say the F-bomb, but, F. Schultz. He had a great block. For that one touchdown for Houston. So it's kind of hard to be super mad at him. We got New England, Green Bay, and Indy coming up. Decent, I would say decent matchups for a tight end, but he's just not involved. He's just simply not involved. And if he's not involved, he's mostly droppable, and he's only going to be a spot start for you guys. All right. And then finally, who did I want to pick out here? Hunter Henry. Kelsey's still playing, so TBD. We had that 1 12-target game. Just disappeared again, guys. Don't even Just let it go. Just let it go. All right. Let it go. Let it go. No one will see you now. But you know what time it is, guys. Waiver Wire Circus. Oh, there's a cat here. Hang on. Can we catch him? No. He's down below us. Shame. Shame on you, kitty. Where are you? He's right over here. Hold on. Can we catch him? Psst, hey. There it is. #1 streaming kitty on Twitch. FYI. Let's get back to our waiver wire circus. Let's start with our QBs. Remember, I like to use old, oh man, the cat's a better guess than Derek. I want you to say that to his face. I know you would. That's what's so funny about it. Remember, I like to use ESPN because it's still, unfortunately, the largest fantasy platform out there. So it gives me the most usable data. And I try to pull out players who are 60% rostered or less, so there's a good chance that they're out there. So this week, that dragged us all the way down to this Sam Darnold area. So, of course, we look at the schedules. When we're doing spot starts and things like that. Streaming is the term. You're just moving people in and out. It is bye-week season. Darnold is on bye, so please be careful. But coming back from bye, we got Jared Goff after pitching that perfect game on that Monday night. He's got Dallas. It's not like the greatest matchup in the universe, but it is Jared Goff. Obviously, if Kirk Cousins is still sitting out there, he's got Carolina next. Oh, that should be good. I am inclined to say take a shot at Caleb Williams, guys. He finally put a good game together. We got Jacksonville coming up here, all right, and then a bye, so I'll give him a little bit more time to, reevaluate, see what's going on. But that could be worth your time. And I know Derek Carr isn't having the greatest night currently, but if Tampa is going to keep letting people just drop bombs on him, still negative. All right, Derek Carr could be a good spot start for you. So just something to pay attention to. Let's move along to our running backs. Again, if we're looking at our rostered percentage, God, so far down here. We're down here in this Bucky Irving area. Now, I'm not saying go get Bucky Irving. I'm just saying we got to scroll, all right? And again, a lot of these, when we're talking about running backs, are what we call handcuffs. So, you got like a top guy who maybe has a huge timeshare percentage, gets hurt, boom. You just won yourself a free lotto ticket. All right? But I would like to point out Rico Dowdle continuing to separate himself in the Dallas Cowboys backfield. We've got Detroit next, so he's probably going to get in line for some significant work. Trey Sermon would be a handcuff if we see Jonathan Taylor miss some more time. He filled in very nicely again, and we got Tennessee next. That should be a great one. Alexander Madison actually had a pretty solid game here. I think, with no Zamir White to kind of muddle things up. I know 10 points isn't greatest, but if we're looking for something, anything not gonna bagel you, this guy's not bageling. All right, that's good. That's good stuff. That's kind of what we're at this point. If we're in that type of situation, not getting 0 points is a W for you. All right, because consistency is how you win games, or as we like to say around here, production equals W's. And again, handcuffs. So in this case, high value handcuffs. Tyler Algier behind Bijan Robinson, Braylon Allen behind Breece Hall. There's so many of them, guys. You can kind of keep scrolling around here. Gus Edwards at J.K. Dobbins is messed up. Ty Chandler would be a great one. Just pay attention to what's going on with Aaron Jones. All right, they got the bye week, so that's why I didn't explicitly write him down. But if he's not ready, Detroit the following week. Justice Hill for Derrick Henry. Just keep going down the list. Who's doing great? Pick up that bag of Blake Corum behind Kyrene Williams. You've got Tyrone Tracy Jr., who came on pretty good. Filled in nicely for Devin Singletary. Crap ton of work. Get behind him. Just again, handcuffs when we're talking about running backs this time of year. Let's move along to our wide receivers. As anybody knows, we almost always have to go to page 2 before we can find 60% left. So we're way down here, Keon Coleman area. And it's just so annoying about ESPN. If I click schedule, it goes back to the top of the list and I have to scroll around. God, killing me. But Keon Coleman is actually on my list. He's not at the top of it. The rookie coming in for the Buffalo Bills. He finally got a touchdown this last week. They're playing the Jets, so it's not the greatest matchup, but I believe we've talked about it at different points in time throughout the show history. It does take a while for rookie wide receivers to really get into the NFL, get worked into their offense, and now this is the time to start paying attention to that. All right, Keon Coleman's getting worked in. He could start popping off for his team. It's usually that second half, which is for us is week 8 through 17. Because we got 18 weeks now, so 8 through 17. So we're right here, guys. Week 5, week 6. This is the time to start paying attention to those rookie wide receivers who haven't really been popping off. Alan Lazard. Oh, my God. Freaking Aaron Rodgers loves this guy. I mean, 10 targets, 8 the last week. Go pick him up. I would also throw Mike Williams out there. They continue to kind of slowly be working him into offense. We got 4 targets. It's one of these days he's going to get the bulk, get a touchdown, and you're going to be super happy about it. I would also like to point out Josh Downs. So long as Joe Flacco is playing, he loves his slot wide receiver. Really been popping off the last 2 weeks, getting the touchdown, getting the targets, 9 and 12 targets. It's ridiculous. Coming back from the bye week, Quentin Johnston for the Los Angeles Chargers. Again, getting consistent targets. He had a really bad, showing out last season as a rookie, but just be mindful, we got Denver this coming week, so might not be the best, all right? But just something to pay attention to if you're feeling desperate. And then finally, for our waiver wire circus, we got our tight ends. As always, let's look at that roster. That roster start. Oh man, we're all the way down here at Cole Kmet. Gross. But Cole Kmet should be on your list. All right, he's getting a healthy dose of targets from the rookie. I could even show you right here by doing some clicking around. All right, 11, 3, 4. He's not begeling you. All right, and when we got Jacksonville coming up, that's an absolutely great matchup. If Isaiah Likely is still sitting out there, you might as well take a shot at him. Washington is difficult against the tight end, so something to pay attention to. I do like Cade Otton. He's been kind of getting a healthy smattering of targets here these last few weeks. Rough start, but now he's become consistently a part of the Tampa offense. We got New Orleans next. And then finally, Tyler Conklin. Again, if we're talking about consistency, he's also getting just a ridiculous amount of targets. Just 6, 8, 9. It's hard to ignore things like that, guys. All right, that's what we're looking for. Targets. So the opportunities. That's what you're looking for, and hopefully that'll help you in this edition of the Waiver Wire Circus. Thank you guys for sticking with us, choosing to watch while we got Monday Night Football on. Appreciate it very much. We will be back next week, barring anything unforeseen, on October 14th, which is a Monday. Maybe we'll move it to Tuesday. I don't know. I'll just snap it on you. All right. We'll be back here on Twitch at 8 p.m. covering all your Week 6 action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. As always, go check out fourthanddirty.com. Oh, that's ESPN. That's fourthanddirty.com. The other episodes, articles, custom leagues. We're going to be grinding up to our playoffs here soon. So if you got a custom league with a custom playoff, you can be coming here to check it out. Got all our social links, everything up there. You can even donate if you want to support the podcast. We are community driven, so we try not to ram ads down your throat, guys. If you want to hit us up on the social medias, at Fourth and Dirty on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can email the show. If you got questions, show@fourthanddirty.com or jesse@fourthanddirty.com. A lot of people just hit me up on the old Facebook Messenger. That's also a perfectly acceptable option if we're in a group chat. Sleeper even has DMs. You can message me specifically if you got questions. I mean, I would like an email so then I can read it on the show, but if you got questions, I am here to help you. I get this up to YouTube. Once I edit it, I will get this edited tonight, so I don't have to worry about the hurricane and all that fun jazz. So it'll be up. It'll be on all the podcast players, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Music, or anywhere you want to Ram Jam an RSS feed. And maybe donate. I don't know. You can also find me on social media at Madonna Jesse, at Jesse Madonna. All right, guys, we will see you next week.